Welcome, everyone. Welcome to Purple Lunarose Tarot and Astrology. Tonight, I'm going to be reading for all 12 signs for the week of December 28th through January 3rd, 2026. Guys, your biggest cosmic influence this week will be the Cancer full moon coming in on January 3rd. We did talk extensively about that full moon um, on Tuesday night. So if you guys missed that, you can check it out over on my YouTube channel under the live tab. Guys, please remember we are multi-streaming tonight, so we should be on all 4 platforms. I accidentally almost forgot to add TikTok to the very last second, but it says we are streaming on all 4. So hopefully it is all working well. Jenna, first one in. Welcome, Jenna. All right, guys, let me get over to my notes. I do want to go over Cancer full moon energy just a little bit before we get started with all 12 signs. Again, guys, we went over extensively 2 full moons in Cancer in 2026, one at the very beginning of the year and then one at the end of the year. All right, sweet. Look at us live streaming 4 platforms at the same time. That's so cool. All right. So Cancer full moon, let's talk about the first one. It comes in on January 3rd. Guys, Cancer is the ruler of the 4th house. So it's going to emphasize your home, your family, your emotions, your intuition. It's going to bring deep feelings to the surface for clarity, potentially highlighting where you may need safety or where you're overgiving or overexerting yourself. I do feel that the Cancer full moon is going to help us stand up for ourselves and really see the importance of our emotional security. So that's Cancer full moon coming in late next week, January 3rd. I can't believe we're already talking about 2026, right? It blows my mind. Next week, guys, next Tuesday, we're going to go over all of the transits. So we'll do that on Tuesday. I also intend on putting the Twin Flame January live stream energy check-in next week as well. Guys, sister is helping me over on Restream. So everything a little new for us. We don't normally multi-stream on 4 different platforms, but I checked all of them just to make sure it was working. And it does look like we are live on TikTok. We're live on Twitch. And we are live on Facebook and YouTube. How awesome is that? Look at that. So, sister, when you comment, it says that it's me. It's purplelunarose. Hello, Jenna. All right, guys, I'm going to be reading the cards, but sister is helping me with the mod, and it's so cool that she's in here with me. We can also do sound. We could do sound and audio, sister. So I don't know if you know that, but I could definitely click on your audio, and you could totally talk to us, and everybody would hear. How cool is that? Vanessa joining us on Facebook. Welcome, welcome, ladies. All right, I'm going to jump right in. I do have them broke down. We will put timestamps in. I am going to start with the fire signs like we always do. Guys, I never tell you that this is for your sun, moon, or rising. I'm having a spiritual awakening. I've been having this spiritual awakening since 2015. In 2020, Spirit guided me to start reading for myself for all 12 signs because I understand that we have a piece of all the pie, right? Not just our sun sign, not just our moon sign, and not just our rising sign. I do recommend that if you are only here to listen to one sign, I would recommend your rising sign. That is the most important measurement of your chart. It's how we create your birth charts. I was just telling sister about that earlier. So yes, your sun and moon sign are important, but your rising sign is where you're going to get the most direct information. Again, I recommend that you listen to all 12 signs and then you correlate that information with your own own birth chart. That's how it works for me, guys, and that's how I recommend that you guys use these zodiac readings as well. All right, so fire signs first: Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. I will break down all 12 signs, and we will include the timestamps after the live stream is over. All right, so I'm going to start with Aries. Let's do 525 for Aries. And again, this is the last few days of 2025, so December 28th into January 3rd of 2026. So let's see how the Cancer full moon will impact Aries. So I'm starting out with the Enchanted Soul Tarot, and I think I'm going to try to do something different tonight. I think I'm going to try to lay the spread out first, and then we'll go over it. And that may help us move these all 12 signs along a little bit faster. We're just going to try it, see how it works, okay? I feel like Aries is always the guinea pig, so here we go. All right, Aries, for energy of the week, you have the 5 of Swords. King of Cups is coming out for your challenges or obstacle. 8 of Coins is coming out for your lesson learned to help you with the challenge or obstacle. And the World card is coming out for your outcome. Bottom of the deck, I do see Scorpio coming out strongly with the Judgment card. This definitely could have something about like feeling judged by others, but it could also just be talking about your purpose. All right, I'm going to use the Modern Witches Tarot next. All right, Aries, for 5 of Swords, you have the Ace of Wands. For the King of Cups, you have the Moon. For 8 of Coins, you have 2 of Swords. The World card, you have 7 of Pentacles. Bottom of the deck, you have Ace of Pentacles. All right, let's go over it for Aries, and then we'll pull some guidance. All right, so 5 of Swords is a little bit of a challenging energy, a challenging card to get right out of the gate, Aries. It does talk about having conflict, struggle. There could even be some miscommunication, some disagreements, and maybe even some physical arguments. Very possible. King of Cups talks about this is your challenge or obstacle for the week, Aries. It talks about being in control of your emotions. So King of Cups is someone like a counselor, a mentor, a therapist, a coach. Remember when we added coach? And these are people that like we go to and we share our emotional upheaval with, and they maintain, right? They're able to maintain their emotions, do not control their actions, right? So this moon, this Cancer moon, is just big confirmation of what I said in the intro when I talked about how this Cancer full moon, the first one and the last one of 2026, are both Cancer moons. So it's very interesting that we're having 2 Cancer full moons, one at the beginning and one at the end. And I feel like it's very emotional moon. It's going to help us learn how to be in control of our emotions, especially for those of us that are empaths and feel like a lot of times we're overgiving. A lot of times it's hard for us to enforce our boundaries when that's the case. And that's what this Cancer full moon is doing for us. It's also providing emotional security for us as well. So I feel like being able to have your emotions in check and not allowing your emotions to control your actions is what the energy is going to be for you December 28th through the 3rd, Aries. All right, so 8 of Coins is a lesson learned to help you with the challenge or obstacle. 8 of Coins talks about focus. Where your focus goes, the energy flows, right? 2 of Swords talks about feeling stuck, like you're not sure what your next move should be. So I feel like Spirit's asking you to stay focused. There's something here that's causing you to be emotional, Aries, and I think it's possible that those emotions may have derailed you off your path, right? Especially when it comes to following your purpose. So the World card coming out does say that you have some type of new opportunity. I don't know how new who that opportunity is, Aries, because Seven of Pentacles is also here. And Seven of Pentacles says you've actually been working on this for a long time. And it's very possible that you could start to harvest some of that energy, some of that victory or that harvest now. The Seven of Pentacles does talk about being cautious and not being too greedy, not taking too much. But there is this energy of a new opportunity to take some type of new route, as long as you don't allow your emotions to control your actions. All right, so it does seem like it helps move it along a little faster. Cancer and Scorpio being the strong energies coming out with the major arcanas. All right, Aries, here's your guidance. I'm going to use magical times. Expectations. Be open for whatever comes next. It might just be the music that your heart's been waiting to hear. Big confirmation there for Aries. The Dreamer card is also here. The Seven of Pentacles is on that World card for your outcome. Is definitely telling me that if you can get control of your emotions and whatever it is that you're fearing, Aries, it's very possible you're going to have some type of big win, big reward, something that you've been working towards for a long time, but something that could bring you like financial abundance, clean slate, a new start, that type of energy. All right, Moonology to close it out for Aries. Meditate and contemplate new moon in Pisces. Look at the bigger picture, full moon in Sagittarius, and the energy is gaining momentum. It's the waxing moon. All right, Aries, I'm going to leave it right there. I hope that reading was helpful. Guys, if it is, make sure to tap that like button for me. I'm going to clean up really quickly. We're going to move right along to Leo. I feel like I can relate to Aries. I feel like the lesson for me the last couple of years probably, definitely an overgiver. I feel like I definitely like my emotions get in the way of like what's logical or what makes more sense. And I mean, very possible that those emotions could have caused some derailments, right? Some detours. Diana. Michelle, welcome. She says, Merry Christmas. Anything from my Polish family? Yes, all 12 signs tonight. Doesn't mean you won't get an answer. Does anybody know how we're doing over on TikTok? Is it quiet over there? Oh, sister's over there. Candace Powell. Love it. Look at the big wide screen over on TikTok. Love that. All right. Focus, Rosa, focus. All right, let's timestamp Leo. Let's do 1418 for Leo. Leo, December 28th through January 3rd. You have the Cancer full moon coming in on the 3rd. Guys, remember, it's very possible to feel the energies a little bit early, maybe even a little bit after. So Leo, very possible you're already dealing with some family situation, emotionally charged situation. All right, Leo, energy of the week. We have 6 of coins coming out. Challenge or obstacle. We do have a Tower. Lesson learned to help you with the challenge or obstacle. We have 3 of Wands. And potential outcome, we have the Wheel of Destiny. That's Wheel of Fortune, Jupiter energy. We do have 4 of Cups on the bottom. This could have something to do with manifestation. I think it has something to do with staying too stagnant. It's almost like you got comfortable with something. Either you got comfortable with something and you just kept doing it, or you got uncomfortable with something and you just kept ignoring it. That's it, Leo. I heard the little bell, right? Ding, ding, winner, winner. All right, let's get a little bit more information. 6 of coins, we have the Ace of Swords coming out. The Tower, we have King of Pentacles. 3 of Wands, we have the World card. Wheel of Destiny, we have 10 of Pentacles. Bottom of the deck, we have 7 of Swords. 7 of Swords could be disbelief, like you're struggling to believe something. And then, of course, the 7 of Swords could also be energy of leveling up. I would like to believe that it's energy of leveling up, but there's something about disbelief. You're struggling to believe something within yourself, Leo, and that's what's causing like whatever the stagnant energy is, whatever it is that you're trying to manifest and it's not coming in. All right, let's go over it a little bit before we pull some guidance. All right, so the energy of the week was the 6 of coins. 6 of coins is about getting help, getting assistance, balancing things out. Ace of Swords is like new clarity, new understanding. This is your belief system here. All right, so the Tower is your challenge or obstacle. It does say that you're experiencing some type of upheaval. King of Pentacles kind of gives me a couple different clues. It could be a financial situation, which for me, I know it is because Leo is my 2nd house. So remember I said at the beginning of the live to take all 12 signs, listen to all 12 messages, and then correlate those with the area in your chart, right? So on my birth chart, Leo is my 2nd house. 2nd house is your assets, the things you own, right? So King of Pentacles is about taking responsibility. It's a leadership role type of energy. What I'm getting here with this Tower is there's something about like walking the talk. Like say, like if you're going to tell someone to do something, then you have to do it too, type of thing. That's what I'm getting. All right, so lesson learned to help you with the challenge or obstacle. I feel like Spirit's giving you a little bit of leniency. With me, I feel like Spirit's like super hard or strict when it comes to my finances, but there's this energy of getting some type of like leniency, like I'm giving you a new opportunity is what I'm getting. But 3 of Wands says that you have to take some type of new action. And there's also this energy of like, you can't wait anymore. Like it's time to take the action now. It's time to like wrap something up now. It's time to clear something up. It's time to end some type of cycle. And most likely that cycle again is about ignoring something. And again, something to do with your finances, right? For me, I like to ignore all my debt. I'm like, I'm not paying attention to those student loans. All right, the Wheel of Destiny is here. And the Wheel of Destiny again is like is like the opportunity card with the World is what I'm getting with Wheel of Fortune. Jupiter energy is like good luck, something strikes, something works in your favor, something bends in your favor. But it helps you start over. It helps you like clean slate. It's almost like you're trying to go after something, you're trying to manifest something. Again, could have something to do with your finances, could have something to do with being able to take care of your family, like financially, firm foundation, that type of energy. And it's like now something works in your favor to allow you to like close something out. Most likely it's just stepping up to the plate and taking responsibility for something, right? All right, Leo, let's pull some guidance from Spirit. Again, I'm using Magical Times Oracle. I'm so used to telling you guys what cards I'm using so you can look them up because we haven't had video in so long, right? All right, so guidance for Leo, you have the Dignity card. Take pride in yourself and all that you've become. Feel honored by your choices, achievements, and actions. Again, a little bit of leniency here. Things weren't working in your favor. Something was against you, right? It was more challenging than what most people have to deal with. So it's almost like Spirit's giving you some type of ease. But the cycles card was next. So that gives confirmation that Spirit's saying this cycle is over and it's time to take new action so you can move forward in a new cycle. All right, Moonology to close it out for Leo. Let me know, Leo. Let me know in the chat. How's it hitting? Is it hitting the nail on the head type of thing? All right, prosperity lies ahead. Big confirmation. New moon in Taurus. Surrender to the divine, and a fiery climax approaches its full moon in Aries. And I just want to say, Leo, if you're out there and you're listening to me and you're like, but wait a minute, I have been taking responsibility. I have been trying to fix this shit, right? The tower does not necessarily have to be like upheaval in a bad way, right? You could get some type of surprise that helps you, like, I don't know, pay some bill that you didn't know you were going to be able to pay. And it's like now that makes it easier for you to budget the rest. You see what I'm saying? It could definitely be something like that. All right, I'm going to leave it right there. I hope that reading was helpful. If it was, guys, make sure to tap that like button for me. I'm going to clean up really quickly. We're going to move right on to Sagittarius. I think I'm liking this format. What do you guys think? I feel like laying the cards all down first definitely seems to give it a little bit of a smoother flow, right? Helps us move along. So Sagittarius is my 6th house. And I have a Sagittarius moon. My moon is actually, it's right on the cusp of Sagittarius and Capricorn because for the longest time I didn't have my birth time. And this is why having your birth time for your birth charts is super important. But for the longest time I didn't. So it was like, you know, in the late degrees of Capricorn. And I don't know, I guess I knew because it was on the cusp that it was possible. And when you have energies on the cusp, especially big like placements like your moon side, you're going to feel both, right? Like you get a mixture of both. But yeah, my moon is in Sagittarius. I feel like that means that, I feel like that explains why I change my mind about things as often as I do. Does that make sense? All right. All right, let's do 23. Let's wait for it. Let's do even 24 for Sagittarius. So the number 24 could be significant to you this week. We are looking at the week of December 28th through the 3rd, and you do have the Cancer full moon coming in on the 3rd. So let's see, Sagittarius, how is that energy going to impact you? All right, so energy of the week, we have the 6 of Wands, major victory coming out. We have the World card again, this time in challenge or obstacles. We have 6 of Cups coming out in your lesson learned to help you with that challenge or obstacle. And then potential outcome, we have strong Scorpio energy coming in with the Judgment card. Bottom of the deck, we do have 5 of Wands. Five of Wands does talk about challenges, but it also says that whatever the challenges are, you're prepared for them. You're ready for them. It's not something that's going to take you down. All right, let's get a little bit more information. We do have a Tower card coming out for the victory. So this could be surprising, unexpected. Knight of Cups for the World. The Hanged Man for Six of Cups. Ten of Cups is coming out on Judgment. And again, another Six of Wands. I feel like this is a great victory for Sagittarius this week, December 28th through January 3rd. I feel like the Five of Wands is telling me that you went through something challenging. You went through some type of training, some type of preparation. Like you are ready for whatever this is. All right, let's go over it a little bit. So Six of Wands, energy of the week, does say there is some type of massive victory. It's not just any type of victory either, because the Six of Wands is about notoriety and being noticed. The world and your challenges or obstacles talks about like new opportunities, and Knight of Cups is here. This is about I just heard emotional restraint. That's not really what it's about. I mean, maybe in your challenges or obstacle, but the Knight of Cups is like being courageous enough to tell people how you feel, to talk about your emotions. So it being in your challenges or obstacles, it's like this could have been the holdup, right, Sagittarius? And now you have some type of new opportunity to tell somebody how you feel. I feel like that is the case because your lesson learned to help you with the challenge or obstacle is Six of Cups. And Six of Cups is like reunion. Something comes back around. There's some type of like new cycle, redo. The Hanged Man is here. So the Hanged Man is Pisces energy. It's also stagnant energy, like something hasn't been moving for a long time. And most likely because you couldn't express how you felt about something. All right, Sagittarius, your outcome is the Judgment card. I do feel that it's some type of like resurrection, rebirth, something that had like, I don't know, passed away, you thought was gone, you thought was finished. It's like it's resurrected. Ten of Cups is happy home, happy family. It's like you gave up on something and now you realize that you have some type of new opportunity with whatever or whoever that situation is. I do feel that it's very shocking or surprising for you, but Ten of Cups is emotional contentment. It's literally getting everything you want, right? All right, adversity comes out. So big confirmation that you went through something that was challenging, right? See the gifts and challenge. One can be taught within the calm, but the greatest lessons are learned from the storms. Whatever it is, it's made you stronger, wiser, braver. So it's like this week, there's something huge that comes in for all of that hard work, all of the challenges that you had to go through. Show the world the real you. It's full moon in Aquarius. A new romantic cycle begins. It's new moon in Libra. And last one for Sagittarius, emotions are running high. It's the super moon. Guys, the Cancer moon is a super moon. How interesting, right? All right, I'm going to leave it right there, Sagittarius. I hope that reading was helpful. Make sure to tap that like button for me. I'm going to clean up. We're going to move on to the water signs. Ooh, is it storming, Diana? Beef roast for dinner. I'm super excited. The whole house smells delicious. We're going to swap up a little bit. I'm going to keep the Enchanted Soul Tarot. Guys, I just want to mention the Modern Witches Tarot and the Modern Goddess Tarot over on my TikTok showcase. All right, so water signs, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Cancer, this is your moon. Sister is a Cancer sun sign. I was joking earlier. I was like, she had to have 2 full moons this year. I have Cancer rising. Cancer rising. Yeah, I thought we were going to use it for the whole live, but I don't know. Spirit, I heard it, so I swapped out. I can't even think of, like, you know how each one is different, so there's going to be a reason that we had to swap out, but I'm like, I can't think of what it would be with the Modern Goddess Tarot. Is it storming out there, Diana? I watched this one guy on TikTok. His name is Hawk. I don't know what like his real name is. But he's out there in the Bay Area. He's some lawyer or something out there. And he's got a TikTok channel. But I like to watch him. And he is up in the mountains right now. Apparently he's got a cabin up there. So yeah, I thought that was, I just think it's cool how he's close by, and he does videos. Like, remember that picture I sent earlier of that one spot? Like, he does videos of the surrounding areas, like when he goes out to tour, you know, do stuff. And then I get to see what it looks like where you live. She said intense wind and rain for a couple of days. Ooh. Is that abnormal? Like for this time of year? Like, it's oddly warm here. That's what I'm thinking. Yes, Tahoe. I'm pretty sure. Yes. It started snowing. First it was rain. Like the first couple of days he went up there, there was a bunch of rain. And then he said something about he was hoping it would turn into snow. I was thinking, man, that's gonna be one heck of a snowstorm. I don't know. I miss it sometimes. I think of my time in Colorado. I remember like times where it would, you know, snow like 3 feet overnight. I miss being snowed in. All right, I'm gonna stop jibber jabbing. Let's get to it. Cancer. Let's do 3410. All right, Cancer, December 28th through January 3rd. This is your full moon coming in on January 3rd. It is going to be very home, family focused, emotionally charged full moon. So let's see how it works out for Cancer. energy of the week, we have Eight of Swords coming out. We do have the High Priestess in your challenge or obstacle, Strength card coming out, and lesson learned. And Two of Wands, very important decision to make coming out for your potential outcome. I do see King of Coins on the bottom. King of Pentacles is about being mature. It's about being a provider, successful, a father, a boss. Taking responsibility. I don't think this is about finances. It seems very emotional energy. All right, let's get a little bit more information for Cancer. All right, for the Eight of Swords, we have the Ace of Pentacles. For the High Priestess, we have the Ten of Cups. For the Strength card, we have the Crone of Swords. Ooh, now I know why we had to change cards. All right, and Two of Wands, we have the Two of Cups coming out. Bottom of the deck, we do have the Emperor. You see that volcano exploding behind her? A lot of times when I see this card, I get that energy of like your mind's blown, right? Something unexpected, surprising, that type of energy. All right, let's go over it a little bit for Cancer. So Eight of Swords is a self-restriction. It's saying that whatever you're facing this week is something that you put yourself into. It could have been from, so restriction and indecision are the first two words on here. So it's like there could have been something that you were undecisive about that caused some type of challenge or obstacle, right? When it comes to like your inner knowing about things, so your intuition, sacred wisdom, your subconscious mind. Ten of Cups, this is confirmation that it has something to do with your home environment, happy home, happy family. Your lesson learned to help you with that challenge or obstacle is going to be the Strength card. It does say that you're having to pull from some inner strength, but it's also possible that you're having to face some type of issue when it comes to determination, pride, and courage. You do have the Crone of Swords here. So remember I said at the beginning, I was like, I wonder why we're having to swap out the cards or whatever. So in the modern goddess tarot, they're all women. Every last one of them are women. And so the crone is like the king energy, right? It's the energy that leads. It's the energy that takes action. With Crone of Swords, this is about speaking your truth in the most authentic way. I think you're going to have to express how you're feeling about something that you've been indecisive with when it comes to your home situation. Now, your outcome is Two of Wands, so you do have a very important choice to make. It is that fork in the road energy, but luckily for you, you also have the Two of Cups here. I mean, it's possible that this is what the choice or decision is about, but I think that it's more about you have some type of assistance. Two of Cups is soulmate energy, it's partnership energy, it's equal effort. It's like someone is around you that wants the same outcome that you do. All right, Cancer. Let's pull some guidance. And I just want to point out, like, soulmate energy does not necessarily have to be considered like romantic relationship. Right now, I don't really have any romantic relationships in my life, right? Remember I said I was a Cancer rising. So if I'm looking at this reading for myself, honestly, my sister. So soulmates are, like I have my mom had four girls, right? I have two other sisters. I'm just not very close to them, right? It's like I have this one sister that I'm super close with. There's other people in my family that like I'm more close to than others. Does that make sense? It's two people that have the same two givers, right? It's two people that want the same thing for each other, right? Like they want the same, like success and happiness and abundance and that type of thing. All right, so here we go. Guidance for Cancer. We have manifestation. Your dreams have untold energy. Open the door and let them live. Desire and belief are your power. I believe that has something to do with that Crone of Swords. It's definitely going to be about speaking up about what it is that you actually want. When it comes to a home situation, happy home, happy family. This could be about where you live. What you want out of your home situation. All right, a win-win outcome is forecast. It's full moon in Libra. Work through your fears. It's new moon in Scorpio. That's that Crone of Swords as well. And a time for healing, the Bosmic moon. All right, Cancer, I'm going to leave it right there. I hope that reading was helpful. If it was, guys, make sure to tap that like button for me. I'm going to clean up. We're going to move on to Scorpio. How am I going to pronounce that? Sir Catabolipus? Sir Cato Blipus? Welcome, Twitch. Flawless. All right, guys, it's time for Scorpio. Let's timestamp. Let's do 4232 for Scorpio. Those numbers could be significant to you, Scorpio, 42 or 32. This is for the week of December 28th through January 3rd. You do have the Cancer full moon coming in on the 3rd. Very much focused on your home situation and emotional security. All right. Energy of the week. We have the 9 of Coins coming out. Challenge or obstacle. We have 10 of Wands. Lesson learned to help you with the challenge or obstacle. You have 9 of Swords. And the Empress is your potential outcome. Bottom of the deck, you do have 2 of Swords. All right, we're going to stick with the Modern Goddess Tarot. Let's get a little bit more information, and then we'll go over it for Scorpio. Nine of Coins. You have the Strength card coming out. 10 of Wands. You have the Star card coming out. Look at Spirit showing up loudly. You have 3 of Swords coming out for that 9 of Swords. And the Empress, you have Crone of Wands. Bottom of the deck, you do have Crone of Pentacles. A lot of Crone energy here. All right, let's go over it, Scorpio. 9 of Coins is being able to stand up and do something on your own. You're probably going through something challenging, Scorpio, that's forcing you to do something on your own. I feel like it's something that you've maybe put off for a long time. That's why the Strength card is here. It's like, remember, major arcanas are divinely fated energy. Spirit steps in, right? Minor arcanas are That's our energy, our human, that's our actions, right? So the strength card is here. It's saying that you're having to really dig deep. This is internal strength you're having. It's giving like, you know how, let me think. Okay, so you know how like people say that sometimes people have like extraordinary strength. Like for example, there's an accident and a car falls on a child, and the mother lifts the car up all by herself, like superhuman power, strength, right? Things like that. It's giving that type of energy. Like something challenging has happened, and you've had to have some type of like extraordinary inner strength. Ten of Wands is your challenge or obstacle. Ten of Wands is exhaustion. I know that this didn't happen this week. This is like a culmination of all of this happened because the Ten of Wands is in your challenges or obstacles. So if this was like Seven of Wands, I'd be like, oh, you're in it, right? It's happening right now. Eight of Wands, it's happening right now. But Ten of Wands, it's been happening. Whatever this is, it's been happening, Scorpio, and it's weighing on you, and it's weighing on you. See all the rocks piled up on her back? You can't take anymore. It's brought you to your knees, right? That's the challenge or obstacle. The star is here. Again, major arcana. Again, spirit has to step in for whatever reason, like whatever has brought you to your knees. This is the week that spirit steps in, Scorpio. The star card is Aquarius energy. It's also clean slate, bright hope for the future. Nine of Swords is your lesson learned to help you with the challenge or obstacle. There's something here about a broken heart. There's something here about needing to heal, Scorpio. But Nine of Swords is anxiety, depression. It says nightmares, despair, depression, anxiety, fear, negativity. This is in your lesson learned. So you already know that sitting around being anxious about something is not going to fix something, is not going to heal something, right? Like you already know that you're going to have to take some type of action. So again, if you feel like, you've been going through something, it's been very challenging, it's brought you to your knees, did you take the action or did you just sit around and stress about it? You see what I'm trying to say here? So the Empress is your potential outcome. I believe you take the action. I believe Spirit comes in and helps you with these major arcanas so that you feel confident enough to take the new action, right? Crone of Wands is King of Wands. It's having an extraordinary amount of courage, having an extraordinary amount of confidence, right? Crone of Pentacles was on the bottom of the deck, and Crone of Pentacles is taking responsibility, taking action again. All right, Scorpio. It's intense for Scorpio. I feel like every week. But I mean, Scorpio is just a really, really intense sign. All right, spiritual guidance for Scorpio. I'm using Magical Times Oracle. We have power. Call upon the elements. Focus your intentions. The greatest dragon is within you. Union is on the bottom. It says you've seen and unseen allies. Draw upon their strength. Join forces with friends and flourish. You definitely have to call power back. That's definitely going to be a thing for you this week. Luck is on your side. New moon in Sagittarius. Way too many. Your commitment is being tested. That is a powerful statement. And take time to breathe out the dismenting moon. All right, Scorpio, I'm going to leave it right there. I hope that reading was helpful. All right, moving right along, we have Pisces next. We need to figure out how to make it say your name instead of purplelunarose. So then people aren't wondering like how I'm doing a live video and talking to them at the same time in the chat. You see what I mean? There's going to be a button somewhere. Oh, it's okay. I'm not worried. Well, I don't even know where it's at. Did you find the button? Is that what you're saying? I just think it's so cool you're able to go to all the platforms. I wish it would allow us to add TikTok. User 39888003509950. Welcome. Look, sister said welcome too. Bobby. I love that we're on all the platforms. Guys, we are monetized on 3 of these 4 platforms. So whenever I'm doing these lives like this, I'm getting paid from 3 of the 4 platforms. I'm eventually going to get Twitch. I will eventually get it. As soon as they change their multi-streaming rules. All right, let's do Pisces. I'm going to manifest it. I'm telling you. I'm going to manifest it. They're going to come out and be like, oh, we changed our mind. All right, let's do 5141 for Pisces. 5141. So Pisces, this is December 28th through January 3rd. We do have the Cancer full moon. Cancer full moon is going to be very emotional and about a home situation for you, Pisces, and I'm feeling it really strongly. So it's very possible that it's, you know, like extra intense for you, Pisces. All right, let's look at energy of the week. We have the 4 of Cups coming out. Challenge or obstacle. We do have 8 of Swords. We have the Knight of Cups coming out in your lesson learned, and we do have the 5 of Coins coming out as a potential outcome. I also see the Tower, bottom of the deck. All right, Pisces, 4 of Cups. You have 3 of Cups coming out. 8 of Swords. You have Queen of Pentacles coming out. This is going to be a hard one, Pisces. Hold on to your britches. Knight of Cups. You have the Crone of Cups coming out. And 5 of Coins. You have 10 of Cups coming out. Ooh. You do have Queen of Cups on the bottom. All right, ready? I'll go over all the cards, but I just want to spit the message out really quickly. This has something to do with your finances. This has something to do with financial hardship. That's why you're seeing this 5 of Coins here. The message for you this week with this Cancer full moon is going to be about your overgiving. Because whatever financial situation you're going through, 8 of Swords says you did it to yourself. I will say, Pisces, you had help. You had help. You have a lot of people around you. Give me, 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 give me. And that's why you're struggling now. So the Cancer full moon is going to give you the backbone to choose yourself and your family and to prioritize yourself and your family. Four of Cups is manifestation. Three of Cups is too many people involved, too many hands in the pot. Eight of Swords, challenge or obstacle is your self-restriction. Queen of Pentacles is your financial resources. The lesson learned, that Knight of Cups, being able to tell people no. Being able to not let your emotions get in the way of telling people no, of being able to enforce your boundaries. So now you're facing a hardship within your own home. So now this Cancer full moon teaches you, look at the World card is next, gives you a new opportunity to make better choices. I did see the Five of Swords, so I just want you to know, Pisces, it's not going to be easy. Some people aren't going to like it. All right, you have the Quest card. Be bold, and mighty forces will aid you. Take action. Good luck favors the brave. All right, Moonology. Close it out for Pisces. The end of a tough cycle approaches. It's full moon in Capricorn. Expect powerful changes. It's new moon eclipse. And believe in the impossible. My absolute favorite, the blue moon. Spirit comes in and helps you. You're going through some type of financial hardship, and Spirit comes in. Look at the coins falling into the cup. You see that? Spirit comes in and helps you so that you can give your home and your family stability, right? Congratulations, Pisces. All right, I'm going to leave it there. Hope that was helpful. So we got the fire signs and the water signs done. We have earth signs next. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. And we'll wrap up the night with the air signs. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. All right, back to the Modern Witches Tarot. Ooh, big yawns for Taurus. All right, let's timestamp 5828. Taurus, this is for the week of December 28th through January 3rd. The 8s are clearly sticking out to me. We do have the Cancer full moon coming in on January 3rd. And it is about emotional security when it comes to your home situation. All right, energy of the week. We have perspective coming out. The Justice card is your challenge or obstacle. Three of Coins is going to be your lesson learned. And the Mentor comes out as your potential outcome. You do have Four of Wands on the bottom. And there is that security, right? Firm foundation. All right, let's pull the Modern Witches Tarot. Let's get a little bit more information for Taurus. I want to point out the Mentor and the Enchanted Soul Tarot is the Hierophant card in regular tarot, and that is Taurus energy. The perspective card that we see here at the beginning is the Hanged Man. All right, Two of Pentacles coming out for the perspective card. Justice, we see the King of Pentacles. Three of Coins, I see Six of Swords. And for the Mentor, I see Knight of Swords. I do see the Justice card again on the bottom of the deck. Two different tarot sets. All right, Taurus, I think that this week you're moving from overthinking, obsessive thoughts, fear of something that hasn't happened yet. It's like you're getting a new opportunity to see something from a different angle. There was fear of losing something, and now I feel like there's more commitment. There's like a stronger connection. I don't want to say the fear is gone, but it's not as strong as it was. Challenge or obstacle was the Justice card. It talks about fairness, wisdom. I feel like, again, there was something that seemed unfair, unbalanced, something that was like working against you. King of Pentacles came out, and at first I thought, Taurus, that it was like you were responsible, you caused it. But I think this is more about like you stepping up to the plate. It's giving that type of energy. Like maybe you didn't cause the problem, but you're willing to help fix the problem. Three of Coins is helping, assistance, people coming together, working together, having like the same goal in mind, right? Like I respect you, you respect me, let's create something together. Six of Swords says you were guided to take that action. Like spirit guided you to take this action. Six of Swords is like being guided to calmer waters. The Hierophant the Mentor comes out, which is again the Hierophant. It's a very spiritual card, so it just brings confirmation that spirit is giving you like this thought process or these ideas this week. Knight of Swords. I do feel that these downloads you're receiving this week, Taurus, does give you some type of like freedom, liberation. It gets you unstuck. All right, let's pull some guidance for Taurus. Creation comes out. Remember, your thoughts shape your future. Your words create today, and your choices become your reality. With all the Sword energy, the Justice card, the thoughts creating your future, definitely big confirmation there. All right, Taurus, Moonology to close it out. Pisces, Libra, and Taurus energy. Conclusions are within reach. It's full moon eclipse. Don't let pride get in your way. It's full moon in Leo. That's the one. And it's time to release negativity. It's full moon in Scorpio. All right, Taurus, I'm going to leave it right there. I hope that reading was helpful. Let's keep going. We have Virgo next. I think I forgot to say Merry Christmas at the beginning of the live. Merry Christmas, everyone. Hope everyone has had a good day. I feel like I've talked to a lot of you guys, so I know that I'm definitely brighter than previous years. Oh no. That's awful. But I feel like still challenging. I don't know, maybe I can do it back. Sometimes if you don't like check in or like do something over there. It'll knock it off. All right, so it says we're back. Now, it'll be, it'll be all new. So if there was anyone, hanging out over there, sorry. But you never know, too. Like, we might catch, oh, we gained 2 new followers, sister. But we might catch new people, too. All right, so we're back, and it should be good. TikTok does this thing where it makes you like check in from my end, you know what I'm saying? And sometimes I forget. That's why I have to have it open. I don't know. We'll figure it out, guys. We'll get it eventually. Yes, hopefully we're back. It looks like it's a little bit of delay, but it looks like we're okay. And I'm sorry, I wasn't paying attention. Vanessa says, Merry Christmas Boxing Day here. What is that? Boxing Day. Who are you watching? I just watched that weird dude that's not really a boxer, but thinks he's a boxer get knocked the heck out. And I feel like his jaw the next day was like the whole size of his head. You guys see that? You know who I'm talking about. All right. Virgo is next. Yes, guys, make sure you're hitting that thumbs up button for me. I noticed, did you guys notice that even though we stopped doing the vertical, at Sisters, I love having the space. Like, I love having the widescreen. But YouTube is not shunning our widescreen lives like it used to. It shared it out a little bit, especially our last all 12 signs. I was pretty significantly surprised. Vanessa says, day after Christmas is called Boxing Day. Nothing to do with boxing. Big sales everywhere, I see. And kind of like our Black Friday after Thanksgiving. All right, let's do Virgo. Let's do 107.52. And this is going to be for the week of December 28th through January 3rd. You do have the Cancer full moon coming in on the 3rd. It's going to be very focused on your home situation, immediate family, people that are the closest to you. I'm starting out with the Enchanted Soul Tarot. So Virgo, let's look at your energy of the week. We have Capricorn coming out strongly with the Devil. We have the Justice card coming out. Again, challenges or obstacles, same position that it was for Taurus. All right, Virgo, lesson learned. We have King of Coins, and there's that Four of Wands coming out. 7 of Coins is on the bottom. You've put a lot of hard work into something, and it's giving me this energy like, don't give up now. Like, keep pushing. It's going to give you some type of huge reward or abundance at the end. All right, Virgo, let's keep going. Modern Witches Tarot. Let's pull a little bit of clear fire cards. Devil card, we have Judgment coming out. So we have Capricorn and Scorpio coming out strongly for Virgo. Guys, my North Node is in Virgo. My North Node is in Virgo, 3rd house. All right, so Justice is here. Challenge or obstacle. Something seems unfair. Some great injustice has been done. 2 of Wands is here. Says you have an important decision to make. King of Coins, you have 5 of Swords. This is about disagreements or arguments. So it's like you're having to step up to the plate. You're probably having to get into an uncomfortable position. Four of Wands is your outcome. It does talk about celebration, community, and stability. And Seven of Pentacles comes back out. Seven of Pentacles was also the Seven of Coins on the bottom of the Enchanted Soul Tarot. So I feel like Seven of Pentacles is the card for this reading. You've put a lot of work into something. Don't quit now. And I want to point out that the Seven of Pentacles, I feel like a lot of times people don't talk about this, but people will say, okay, for example, the goal is the 10 of Pentacles, right? Like that's what you're trying to do, is you're trying to get 10 Pentacles. That's the whole thing, right? Okay, so when you look at the Eight of Pentacles, the meaning to the Eight of Pentacles is you're almost there, right? So when you look up the meaning, Eight of Pentacles, it's you're almost there. The Seven of Pentacles comes right before that Eight of Pentacles, right? And it's you're almost there, right? So you're close. You're so close. Don't quit now. But the thing that I think people don't like talk about or anticipate when it comes to Seven of Pentacles is you've done a lot of work. There is some energy that could be ready to harvest now to help you continue to persevere and push forward, right? Seven of Pentacles. Seven of Wands is on the bottom of the deck. This is about fighting for something, protecting something, and not giving up on something. All right. So the Capricorn energy, I feel like, is karmic energy. The Devil card is karmic, something that you've overcome, some type of obsession, some type of addiction, some type of temptation, something like that that was holding you back or stopping you from being able to follow your purpose. It's like this is energy that you've overcome. The challenge or obstacle is that you feel like something that's unfair has happened in that time that you were trying to overcome whatever this devil energy is. The Two of Wands says you have a very important decision to make. You can continue to do something the same way you've been doing it, or you can take different action and do it a different way. There's also the word expectation that's popping up for me for Two of Wands. In other words, like you may expect that it's always going to be challenging or it's always going to be unfair. And that's in your challenges or obstacles this week. So it's like Spirit's making you focus on that belief system this week. The King of Coins is about taking responsibility and it's about taking strong action. Five of Swords is here. Five of Swords is disagreements. It could also be arguments or negative thoughts in the mind, in your own thinking. And I think that's what it is. I think this week, Spirit's asking you to take responsibility for your own thoughts. It's going to be important that you change those negative thoughts into something that's more positive. And I think the reason that all of this is happening has something to do with some type of financial security. Maybe you've built a company, maybe you've been working on something, maybe you've been saving for something, maybe you've been trying to manifest something like this. And it's taken so long to come in that you're like, I don't think this thing is even coming. Well, Virgo, this is the week. This is the week that you start to see the little like fruition of your hard labor, right? Like the little rewards that are starting to pop in, the little signs that are showing you that what you're building is going to be something much, much bigger. All right, let's pull some guidance for Virgo. I'm going to use Magical Times. We have prosperity, big confirmation. It says, focus on the positive and more good will come. Give thanks for blessings and they will multiply. Prosperity begins in the mind. Do you guys see how Spirit has my back? How freaking cool is that? All right, Moonology to close it out for Virgo. Hold your vision. It's the fixed moon. Don't give up now. New moon in Leo, confidence is your key to success, and communication is key. New moon and Gemini. All right, Virgo, I'm going to leave it right there. I hope that reading was helpful. I'm going to clean up. We're going to do Capricorn next. I love when Spirit comes in and wraps everything up I just said in one guidance card. I just find that to be so powerful. You know what I mean? Like, Capricorn closing out the earth signs. Vanessa says, yay, she's ready for Capricorn. Capricorn is my 7th house. It rules the area of relationships in my life. So Spirit's been on this kick with coffee for some reason. I don't know why, but there's some issue with the coffee. I don't know. So I've had to kind of wean myself off the coffee, which has really sucked. But I mean, I'm not surprised all these years in this spiritual awakening journey, having to wean myself off something that I enjoy, like not surprised at all, right? But what happens is because, you know, I'm the Aries and I like to rebel, I have found iced coffee, right? So I was like, okay, I won't make the pot of coffee. I went and found iced coffee instead, which is not nearly anything like, you know, regular coffee that I'm brewing, that I, you know, the pots of coffee I was brewing in the coffee pot. But I feel like every time I go to make it and drink it, I can hear Spirit going, this isn't what I meant either. I mean, the amount of sugar that's in this 32-ounce cup of iced coffee is insane. And I don't understand what the issue is, because honestly, I feel like I'm one of those people that I can drink a pot of coffee and take a nap. Like it just doesn't do anything to me. So I don't know. And I can't get like a direct answer. So there's something wrong with the coffee. I know, right? Not fair. I think Spirit just wants me to drink more tea. I'm working on it. I feel like I have spells. Like I'll go through these spells where I really like tea, and different types of teas, and then I'll find like just one tea that I want all the time, and then I just don't want any tea. You know what I mean? Like I don't know. Whenever Saturn gets back into Aries, I feel like in 2026, Saturn and Neptune are going to go conjunct. And I feel like that's probably when my self-discipline will kick in. All right, let's do Capricorn. Let's do 11740. All right, so this is going to be for the week of December 28th through January 3rd. Capricorn, you do have the Cancer full moon coming in on the 3rd. And everyone is being impacted by this full moon when it comes to their 4th house, home, family, and roots. I think for you, Capricorn, this may have something to do about where you came from. Oh my gosh, you guys, the smell of the stew has seeped into my bedroom. Have mercy. Ooh. Christmas stew. I can't wait. All right, Capricorn, let's look at your energy of the week. We do have the 4 of Wands coming out. Challenge or obstacle. We have Page of Coins. Lesson learned. To help you with that challenge or obstacle, we do have the 8 of Coins. And Queen of Swords is your outcome. You're going to have to stand up for yourself and what is rightfully yours, Capricorn. You do have the Justice card on the bottom. Again, Libra energy, but it does say that a great injustice has been done. Look at the 6 of Swords, Spirit coming in to help guide you out of this mess. All right, Capricorn. Modern Witches Tarot. Wheel of Fortune comes out right away for that 4 of Wands. Page of Coins. We have the 3 of Pentacles. You have no one supporting you, Capricorn. There's no one on your team. You need to get a better inner circle, right? Eight of Coins is here. You have Ace of Wands, and Queen of Swords says you finally stand up for yourself. Look at that. Everything is fine. Guys, there's two cards that look exactly like this card in the Modern Witches Tarot. You see her laying down on the ground. She's got all 10 swords stabbing her, and 10 of Swords is like completion to a painful life cycle. And the everything is fine, instead of 10 of Swords, it says everything is fine. See how she's like scrolling through her phone and not paying attention to the swords? It says that you're ignoring something. Guess what? Spirit's not going to let you ignore something in your home situation has something to do with your family, your roots, your parents, where you came from anymore. Get ready, Capricorn. Get ready. Page of Swords is on the bottom. Higher learning, but it's also fearful to communicate. All right, so Four of Wands is firm foundation, financial security. Wheel of Fortune is things finally start to bend in your favor. Page of Coins is an offer was made, but it's in your challenges or obstacles because people don't actually want to work with you. Whoever made you that offer is not really working with you. Three of Pentacles is like Three of Coins, teamwork, partnership. I respect you, you respect me. We're going to work together and we're going to create something together. It's in your challenges or obstacles because these people are not really working with you. Their offer is too small. It's not enough. They're not doing enough. You're doing too much. They're not doing enough, right? Eight of Coins says you need to focus. You need to work for you, do for you. Stop doing for people that aren't there for you when you need them, right? Ace of Wands is like, this is fate. This is destiny. Spirit is making you do something and focus on something on your own. It's like he's almost trying to pull you away from this energy that is only bringing you down. It's not helping or supporting you in any shape, way, form, or fashion. Then you have the Queen of Swords as your potential outcome. Quick-witted, independent, honest, intellectual, everything is fine card. You went through a period of ignoring something, not standing up for yourself, not speaking up for yourself. Queen of Swords says that shit is done. That it's done. Spirit is going to force you to pay attention to something and bring it to some type of conclusion. Again, Capricorn rules my 7th house, relationships. All right, Cycles comes out for spiritual guidance. Capricorn, we are all becoming. Surrender to your changes, release your fear, and trust the powerful process. Sacred Space is on the bottom. Moonology to close it out for Capricorn. The answers you need are coming. It's full moon in Gemini. Your hard work is paying off. It's new moon in Capricorn, and it's time to take action. That's it right there. New moon in Aries. All right, Capricorn, I'm going to leave it right there. I hope that reading was helpful. If it was, guys, make sure to tap that like button for me. I'm going to clean up really quickly. We're going to move on to the air signs. So Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Roman. I'm not sure. Maybe talking to a Capricorn. I wouldn't be surprised. All right, Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius next. We are going to swap back to the Modern Goddess Tarot. Guys, remember, if you want to take a closer look at either the Modern Goddess Tarot or the Modern Witches Tarot, you can find both of those in my TikTok showcase. I feel like if you're going to make a comment like that, you should explain more, right? Don't you guys agree? Like someone comes in and makes that comment. It's like, what do you, we're going to need more information. Tell us what the Capricorn did. All right, Gemini, let's timestamp. Let's do 125:33 for Gemini. Again, this is December 28th through January 3rd. Cancer full moon coming in on the 3rd. I'm going to start out with the Enchanted Soul Tarot. Let's get your energy of the week. We do have 5 of Cups. We also have a Tower coming out in your challenge or obstacle. I do see the 3 of Coins in Lesson Learned. And King of Cups is going to be your potential outcome. Bottom of the deck is the Magician. This is about you turning tables, flipping tables. Your emotions definitely had control of you, and now you get control of your emotions. All right, Gemini. Let's get a little bit more information. Modern Goddess Tarot. 5 of Cups. We have Knight of Pentacles. The Tower. We have 9 of Cups. 3 of Coins. We have 5 of Pentacles. King of Cups. We do have a 6 of Cups coming out to save the day. 4 of Cups is on the bottom. You are bringing things into fruition. You may not be super excited about how they're getting here. All right, Gemini. So it looks like you have experienced some type of loss. I'm not sure what the loss is, but you experienced the loss because you took too long to do something. Knight of Pentacles is a very slow moving energy. So it does cause some type of tower. Again, Gemini, very possible that you're experiencing this tower this week. It's going to be something that the tower is going to be about something that you wanted. So 9 of Cups is like divine wishes being granted. So it being in your challenges or obstacles. So it doesn't mean that the wish wasn't granted. Very possible that it was, especially since we've seen that 4 of Cups on the bottom of the deck of the Modern Goddess Tarot. Very possible that whatever you wanted did come in, but it's causing something else. It's causing some type of disruption somewhere else. 3 of Coins is your lesson learned to help you with the challenge or obstacle. Teamwork, assistance, asking for help, mentors, learning, study. You do have the 5 of Pentacles coming out. 5 of Pentacles is also, it's okay to ask for help. And I think that's what's happening here, Gemini. Cups is like someone who is very in control of their emotions. I think maybe you were hiding your emotions and you didn't want to let people know that you needed help in whatever the situation is. Luckily for you, the 6 of Cups is here. 6 of Cups is reunion energy. It does say someone comes in and gifts you something, gives you some type of help, assistance, that type of energy. The Magician on the bottom is very much, it's going to be Mercury, but it's very much you, like the table's turning for you. All right. Magical times for guidance for Gemini. We have anticipation. I do see the journey card on the bottom. Something wonderful is happening. Change is in the air. Open yourself to blessings on their way. Moonology to close it out. Guys, same thing with the Moonology Oracle, also in my TikTok showcase. Your dreams need a practical plan. It's full moon in Taurus. I do believe that's what this energy is here with the Tower. You are good enough. It's full moon in Virgo. And last one, you were very close to achieving your goal. It's the gibbous moon. All right, Gemini, I'm going to leave it right there. I hope that reading was helpful. Make sure to tap that like button for me if it was. I'm going to clean up really quickly. We're going to move on to Libra. Sister, block any of the bots that you see that come in, like over on Twitch with the buy viewers crap, if you can. Anybody that comes in and has like weird comments on YouTube, like that one. I mean, like I feel like I asked to explain several times, so yeah. Block, block, block. Delete, delete, delete. All right, guys. Air signs. We're at Libra. Our stream is doing really well, though. Especially even over on TikTok, except for it did it again. I don't know. We're going to have to figure that one out. It totally let me add it back. So there's going to be something with TikTok. I don't know. It kind of stinks though, because with TikTok, it's the longer the stream. So it's giving us the boot like each time that we get close to the pay. Definitely going to do something about that. Super weird. I don't know. All right, let's get to Libra. I'm getting hungry. I smell the food. All right, 133 for 3 Libra. So the threes could be significant to you. We do have December 28th through January 3rd. We do have the Cancer full moon coming in on the 3rd. So Libra, some type of emotional activation when it comes to your home situation. All right, here we go. Energy of the week. We have the Ace of Cups coming out. 4 of Swords is your challenge or obstacle. Two of Wands is your lesson learned, and Five of Cups is your outcome. I do see the Magician again on the bottom. I do feel it is about tables turning. It's moving a lot slower for you, Libra, than it was for Gemini. I feel like it's because there's lack of decision for Libra with that Two of Wands, but let's get a little bit more information with the Modern Goddess Tarot. All right, Ace of Cups. We do have this Eight of Pentacles coming out. Seven of Wands is coming out for the Four of Swords. Two of Pentacles coming out for Two of Wands. And 10 of Swords coming out for the Five of Cups. You do have Crone of Swords on the bottom. Libra, you're going to have to take some type of challenging action this week to bring some type of painful life cycle to a completion. In other words, something that's been painful and challenging for you that you've been dealing with for a long time and for some reason haven't brought closure to that situation. All right, so Ace of Cups is overflow of emotion. Eight of Pentacles is here. Spirit's asking you to focus on that overflow of emotion. That is going to be that Cancer full moon. Quit trying to sweep it under the rug and ignore it, Libra. Four of Swords is rest, exhaustion, retreat, recuperation. It's in your challenges or obstacles. Something is completely wearing you out. Seven of Wands is here, and it says whatever it is that's wearing you out, you're protecting it. You're protecting it and giving it the ability to continue to come into your environment and drain your energy, whatever that is. Two of Wands is your lesson learned to help you with that challenge or obstacle. It talks about choices, decisions, fork in the road type of thing. Notice she's standing in the middle and she's not making a choice. Two of Pentacles comes out to confirm that. That's why you feel like you're being stretched or drained. You need to make an important decision. I don't think it's a decision you want to make. The Five of Cups is here. Five of Cups does say that you're going to have to lose something. You have to give something up. It's probably control over some situation. Ten of Swords says that's how you're going to bring that situation to a completion. All right, let's pull some guidance. Magical times for Libra. We have the Happiness card. Immense delight can be found in the smallest of things. Cultivate fluttering moments of joy. Gratitude was on the bottom. All right, Moonology to help with your thoughts and emotions for Libra. We have nothing will come of the situation. Void, of course, moon. Stop ignoring it, Libra. Don't let your past hold you back. It's the South Node, and have faith in your dreams. It's the waxing crescent moon. All right, Libra, I'm going to leave it right there. I hope that reading was helpful. If it was, make sure to tap that like button for me. I'm going to clean up, and we're going to do the last one, Aquarius. Thank you, Twitch. Can't stand that crap. I don't know why they come in there and put all those. Like nobody's buying something, clearly. Organic growth over here. I think we're like right under 200. We've been right under 200 for a minute. All right, Aquarius. Last one. Let's do 138.11. This is going to be for the week of December 28th through January 3rd. Cancer full moon coming in and impacting your home life, your home situation. About emotional security, Cancer full moon energy, okay, comes in on January 3rd. So energy of the week for December 28th through the 3rd, we have Queen of Wands coming out. Challenge or obstacle, we have the Empress coming out. Nine of Swords is going to be your lesson learned to help you with that challenge or obstacle. And there's you gaining your courage. King of Swords is your potential outcome. You do have a victory with that Six of Wands on the bottom. All right, let's pull a little bit more tarot so we can get a little bit more information for Aquarius for the week of December 28th through January 3rd. All right, Queen of Wands is giving imposter syndrome. We have Page of Pentacles coming out. The Empress is giving stuck, not able to manifest, not able to connect with source. We have Two of Cups coming out. That's equal effort is needed. Queen of Cups coming out for your Nine of Swords, and Seven of Swords is coming out for your King of Swords. I do see that Ten of Cups, happy home, happy family on the bottom of the deck. All right, so strong imposter syndrome with the Nine of Wands. You've lacked courage in something. You told yourself, oh, I'm not good enough to do that. I'm not strong enough to do that. I'm not wise enough, whatever it is. Page of Pentacles is here. It's like you're keeping yourself very limited. So something happens this week to help you break free from those limitations. I'm really surprised we didn't see an Eight of Swords here. The Empress is being able to create, manifest, nurture, all of those things. And it's coming out with Two of Cups. So it's in your challenges or obstacle. You're struggling to manifest. You're struggling to co-create with the universe. It is lack of effort. I hate to say it, Aquarius, but that's what it is. It's almost like you're sitting on your couch waiting for $1 million to fall out of the sky. And Spirit's like, that's not how it works. You're actually going to have to like create something and put it out into the world in order to be able to receive something, right? But Nine of Swords is in your lessons learned to help you with that challenge or obstacle. Nine of Swords is like despair, guilt, depression, anxiety, fear. And for you, it's fear. It's like fear that you won't succeed, fear that you're not good enough, fear that you won't make it. So instead, you don't do anything and you're waiting for Spirit to come in and take care of the situation. Spirit does come in and take care of the situation, but it's because he allows you or gives you the ability to stand up for yourself, to speak up for yourself, to take some type of action when it comes to your truth and your authenticity. All right, let's pull some guidance for Aquarius. Asking Spirit from magical times, rebirth, and integrity. I'll take both of them. Bottom of the deck is the confidence card. Again, confidence and courage is going to be needed. Integrity, drop the things that offend your soul. Embrace your truth. It's your life. Let no one live it but you. Rebirth, no matter what happens, you can find new wings. Rise from the past and accept the positive changes that are coming. All right, Aquarius, Moonology. To close it out, this is going to help with your thoughts and emotions. Step out of your comfort zone. It's the North Node. Adjustments are required. It's third quarter moon. What do you need to release? It's the waning moon. And last one, a personal issue reaches a resolution. It's, look at that, full moon in Cancer. All right, I'm going to leave it right there, Aquarius. I hope that reading was helpful. Guys, that's it. That's going to be all 12 signs for the week of December 28th through January 3rd. Remember, this is the first of 2 full moons in 2026 that are in the sign of Cancer. Rare situation, not considered a black moon, blue moon, none of that, because it is in 2 different months, one at the beginning of the year, one at the end of the year. But I do feel that it's very important we understand that these Cancer full moons are going to be very emotionally charged full moons, right? Full moons are already emotional, but with it being in House of Cancer, not only is it going to be emotionally charged, but it's going to impact your home situation and those that you are the most intimate, the most closest with. I do feel that the Cancer full moons are here to help us stand up for ourselves and secure our emotional security. All right, guys, that's it. That's what I have for this week. I hope to see everybody next week, Tuesday night. Of course, we'll do love and astrology, and we're going to go over all of January transits. I will also be doing the twin flame current energy for the month of January next week as well. So if you guys are new, make sure you hit that follow, subscribe button. Make sure your notification bells are hit to all so it lets you know when I go live. Thank you, moderator ladies, who came in and kept the timestamps for me. I see that 140 roughly. 138:11 is what I had for Aquarius. Guys, I will put the timestamps in the description box immediately following the live stream. All right, guys, I'm going to wrap it up. I'll see everyone on Tuesday. I'm always sending all of you abundant love and light on your journey.